Earlier that we're doing a call out for leadership opportunities, and I just wanted to let you know, and it does tie into our program today, but we have a board of directors that represents our organization. They're my employers, and next Thursday, one of our board members is going to be honored with a Community Pillar Award by the Hamilton County Community Foundation. Dr. Dan Clark, the Vice Chancellor at Ivy Tech, is being honored for his work on economic inclusion, the work he's done for workforce development, and that's just a very, very nice honor here in Hamilton County, and we're just very proud of one of our board members. Another board member just last week was inducted or elected into the role as chair of the Indiana State Bar Association. Leslie Henderzaw, an outstanding attorney at Church, Hiddle, and Antrim, is going to lead that organization for the next year, and that's quite an honor as well. And so we're very, very proud of our board. That's just two examples. There are 15 other examples, and I won't go through them all, of our other board members, but things that you could aspire to by joining our volunteering through the chamber. You could end up leading the Bar Association, apparently. So it's a good path. But it ties into today because we're real proud to have Dr. Niedermeyer serve on our board of directors as well. We see the schools as integral partners in the success of our community, and in particular the success of our business community. They're preparing our workforce for the future. They have to see the future. They have to know what kind of jobs will be in place 20 years from now. So they can help build that skill set of students up and through the line. And that's a very challenging thing to do. But because of the great work that Dr. Niedermeyer has done over her 5 years here in Noblesville and over her career, she was honored as the Central Indiana Superintendent of the Year. And I might have that technically wrong a little bit on that. But that's a distinction from her peers. 40 different school districts around Central Indiana who hold the bar real high, and they took a look at what was going on in the Noblesville schools and the leadership that Dr. Niedermeyer gives to that, and bestow that recognition and that honor on her this year, and just another moment of pride here for Noblesville. So congratulations, Dr. Niedermeyer, for that. For those of you that have attended in the past, Dr. Niedermeyer has a long resume. She's obviously been in education her entire life. Her father was in education as well, but she grew up on a farm, some initial farm roots, and then transitioned into the Fort Wayne community. Science teacher by trade, but then quickly moved up into leadership roles to lead schools at every different level. And then we were thrilled when she was recruited away from our friends to the south to lead our school district going forward, and really has, there's been a number of challenges in this district and in our community that have had some significant leadership, and everyone would have dealt with it. Every superintendent would have dealt with it, right? You just do. But everything you've done has been done with some real good forethought, some grace, some inclusion, including the entire community in those things. And so we've been proud to stand with you on the referendums and the other changes that have come forward. So we are just thankful for what you have done and what you will continue to do. And we're excited about what you have to share with us today on the state of schools.
Thanks, Bob. Any award that anyone receives is never an award that's given in isolation. I am so fortunate to be surrounded by a team of outstanding educators, and you're going to be getting to know all of them today, but there is a group that I would like to stand up right now, and that is our principals. Would all of the Noblesville Schools principals please stand? And I'm not done with you, so keep standing. I think keep standing. I want everyone to see you. When you think about the kind of leadership that it takes to guide schools, hundreds of students, hundreds of staff members, and thousands of parents, these people exemplify what Noblesville Schools is all about. They give their hearts, they give tremendous time and sacrifice to serving our schools, our students, our families, and they're the people that really makes Noblesville Schools what it is today. So I want to thank you all. I'm very fortunate. It's such an honor to work with all of them. I also have to point out this lovely corsage. And I want to thank Stephen Craig from Adrian's Flowers. He always provides, when he comes in, he always just walks up to me and pins this on me. So I just want to thank you, Stephen. It's beautiful, and you guys are always so thoughtful. So shout out to Adrian's Flowers, too. Well, thank you so much for all being here, and I really appreciate you taking time out of your day to come and hear about Noblesville Schools and the progress we've made this past year. When I think about what Noblesville Schools means to the whole community and what you all mean to us, it's so powerful when we can come together. So thank you for celebrating the 150th anniversary with us, and we've got a lot of fun things to share with you. But you can't come to a school event without some learning. So I've got a little trivia question for you. Guess how many students were in the Noblesville High School first graduating class? Guesses? Do I hear guesses? 54, I hear. 10? 15? Way in the back? 3. Oh, who is that? Stand up, I can't even see. All right, you know what? You are so close. You're going to be the winner of this fine. It was actually 2. So Marnie has a great gift for you. Okay, so we've grown just a little bit since then. That's Tom. I couldn't see who that was. Okay, that's great. Well, now what I'd like to do, since we've had a few more since 1869, can I have all of the Noblesville High School graduates please stand? Okay, and keep standing if you own a Noblesville business. All right, so thank you. Thank you for staying in the community and providing a great service to us. We're honored that you're still here, and that's what we want for all of our Noblesville High Schools. Okay, now for some more history. We had individual schoolhouses from 1820 to 1850. And the county seminary school was in 1850, but that was not a Noblesville Schools. So the first superintendent, James Baldwin, was hired in 1869. The school board was formed to really fund and build a high school. So that's pretty exciting. And then they had the seminary second ward, which was constructed in 1870, and it was occupied in 1873. And then the first graduates were in 1876. So since then, if you've been we've been doing a lot of 150th anniversary fun things. So if you've been into the administration building, you'll see a wall of superintendents. There were 22 male superintendents from 1869 to 2009. And Libby Connor was the first female in 2009, female superintendent. So shout out to Libby Connor. So 150 years later, I need to advance the slide. There you go. 150 years later, school boards are still governing Noblesville schools. So we've got a great board. They're very committed. They spend a lot of time and energy in our schools and supporting our students and our teachers. So we have some new board members, and in honor of our 150th celebration, we've got a video from our school board members. So here you go.
Hi, I'm Carl Johnson, and one of the things I love most about Noblesville schools is the kids. I have 4 of my own, and I've been impressed with the educational environment they have here in Noblesville.
My name is Brad Howell. I've got 4 kids in Noblesville schools, and what I love best about our schools are the teachers. We've got 700 plus teachers who every single day are doing their best to work with our kids and passionately be involved in their lives.
My name is Monica Peck, and I'm born and raised in Noblesville, a 1992 NHS grad, and I'm proud to be a Miller, because being a Miller means you always show up with a winning attitude and great sportsmanship. Proud to have 2 Millers of my own in Noblesville schools.
Hi, I'm Lisa Sobeck, and I have 2 children of my own in Noblesville schools, and my most favorite memory will have to be when my oldest son started kindergarten, and thinking back to the personal touch my principal gave by giving me a tour of the school and helping to ease this mama's concerns as her child started kindergarten.
Hi, I'm Joe Forgy, and I want to thank the community for their support of Noblesville schools. And we all would like to say,
Happy 150 Noblesville schools.
And would the boards please stand up? Okay, this time last year, I was really giving you a deep dive of the need for a referendum. And so what I'm proud to stand here before you today and thank you for your support of the referendum, but also to tell you that we honored everything that we said we were going to do with that referendum, focusing on 3 areas, focusing on safety, mental health, and compensation for our staff to make sure that we are keeping our salaries competitive. So we were really very pleased to be able to dive right in. We got the referendum funds in June of 19, and so we began acting immediately, hiring a new safety director, and making some changes to our mental health. And so we're really pleased, and I want to thank you all for supporting it. And then the third facet of that was making sure that we take care of our teachers. We are very pleased to announce that we settled our teacher contract, and we were able to give them a significant raise. We settled on a 2-year contract, a significant raise both year 1 and year 2. And we know we're not quite there yet. We know we're going to continue to work on that, but the raises that we gave our teachers this year definitely makes us more competitive in Hamilton County. And again, that goes to thanks to all of our wonderful community members who came out to support that. We also spent 100% of the savings that we received for the reduced state pension. We put that towards teacher salaries this year too. So we are so grateful to have a strong relationship with our teachers. We admire and respect the great work they do for us every day, and the commitment and the tireless energy that they put in serving children. So that's a relationship that is important to us. We know that how carefully they treat our students, and because of that, and because they're so important to Noblesville, we want to make sure we're taking care of them too. So we're really excited about that. All right, getting into the finances. School finance has always been tricky, and it continues to evolve. So we work really hard to make sure that we're good stewards of taxpayer dollars. We work really hard to keep our budgets fiscally sound. And so now we're in a really healthy place. I think it's important for you guys to know that we take this responsibility very seriously, and making sure that we're managing your money very cautiously and very conservatively when it comes to spending. So school finance, it's very complicated. This year the state's just reorganized, and how we track our funds. So now we've got 5 buckets, and you can see the 5 buckets here. And the education referendum debt service and the exempt debt service, which is really capital and operations. And this slide kind of gives you an idea of how those funds are divided. And it's when you think about the questions I often hear about, well, most of education is the teaching, but just like any other large organization, we have lots of other needs for different functions like technology, maintenance, payroll, and groundskeeping. When you think about the 700 teachers that we have and a total of 1,500 employees, that's not including all the temporary and the substitutes that we manage, many of, this is how our dollars have to be split. And if you look at the referendum, most of that also goes into the education fund. So, but I think when you look at school finance, I really want you to have a good understanding of some of the challenges that we continue to face in the state of Indiana. And so when you look about from 2009, when some significant changes were made, school districts that are growing like Noblesville, we continue to lose money. And so that's made us more dependent on referendums, and that was really what the intention was. So I think it's important. We can never talk about school finance enough to help the community understand the challenges that we face. Also, I think when you look at in the past 3 years that we've lost almost $2 million to the private school voucher funding, and I think that has a significant impact on how we do business with public schools. And it's certainly not unique to Noblesville. Schools across the state of Indiana have that challenge, but it's important for you guys to have a good understanding of that. Safety was the other area for our referendum, and we have implemented 40 safety measures since the shooting in the past 17 months. And we've got a detailed list on your tables, and there's also a detailed list on our website. We have a video of our new safety director and Lieutenant Shane Gannan, who will talk to you a little bit about all of the safety measures that we've done in Noblesville schools. Oh, did I?
Hi, I'm Heather Hendrick, Director of Safety and Security for Noblesville Schools.
Hi, I'm Addison Dye. I'm a 5th grader at Noble Crossing and a member of the Noblesville School Student Safety Committee.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Shane Gannan with the Noblesville Police Department. I oversee all of the school resource officers and partner closely with Heather on safety issues. And this is Cheech, one of our new safety dogs, and his handler, Hayden.
My hiring as a full-time safety director is one of the many safety initiatives that we've implemented recently. I work in close partnership with Shane and the Noblesville Police Department, and we collaborate regularly on safety decision-making issues.
This school year, Noblesville schools in the city of Noblesville have tripled the number of school resource officers, and we now have full-time SROs in every school. Our SROs are embedded in the school, working not just to keep students and staff safe, but also building strong relationships and providing education on making safe life choices.
We've implemented many safety changes recently. That's our safety dog.
We have 3 dogs working at all schools, as well as at events. The dogs and their handlers have gone through extensive training and certification and are ideal for use around children and the public, as they are able to detect the scent of firearms and related products in the air around them and are not used for direct physical inspection of individuals.
Cheech is so friendly, and when he's not working, he has the sun, and that means we can pet him. I love seeing Cheech at school.
For more information on safety changes we've made recently, please refer to our website, where you can find a video of our recent community safety meeting and a comprehensive list of our safety changes.
Bye. On children and the
Cheech is so friendly, and when he's not working, he has this sign, and that means we can pet him. I love seeing Cheech at school.
For more information on safety changes we've made recently, please refer to our website where you can find a video of our recent community safety meeting and a comprehensive list of our safety changes.
Bye.
It's great to have such talented folks with such tremendous expertise to help us in these safety endeavors. Mental health was the third component of our referendum, and we have hired 2 people that will tell us a little bit more about all the things that we've been doing in relation to mental health. Let's see if I can get it right this time. Hit it one more time. But that's good. I'm good.
Hi, I'm Michelle Whaley, the new mental health coordinator of Noblesville. Schools.
And I'm Dana Nelson, counseling coordinator.
As part of our new district-wide Parent Power educational series, we're at tonight's district-wide social emotional fair, teaching families some of the same techniques we're using in schools to manage stress, build stronger relationships, and increase focus.
We are using things like calming corners, fidgets, focused attention practices, and quick breaks to help students and staff best manage their social and emotional needs so that they can focus on academic challenges and build strong communication and collaboration with peers.
Here's an example of a quick technique we use in classrooms to help students get ready for an upcoming challenge. Put both arms out, interlock your fingers, breathe in and out. One more time, in and out.
In addition to our social and emotional focus, we have been busy increasing our counseling staff, conducting a climate survey to better understand student needs, and increasing counselor time with students in classrooms to connect with as many students as possible.
We've hired 11 new social workers that are now in all schools. The social workers are all trained mental health professionals that are able to provide individual, small group, and whole group services to students. They are also focused on reaching out to families and other partners to increase our home-school community connection. I'm also very pleased to share that we're now able to offer students and staff mental health services such as therapy and skill building through our new partnership with Community Health Network.
These are just some of the quick highlights. If you would like more information, you can reference a comprehensive list of more than 20 mental health initiatives that we have implemented recently on our website, or follow up with us for more information. Thank you.
Have a great day.
I didn't know it until afterwards. Marnie says, "You walked right in the back." Sorry. But they've done such a great job. So we're really very appreciative of the great work that they've done. And if you guys missed the social emotional fair, you'll want to hit it next year. It was amazing. There were so many great booths filled with wonderful information. So you won't want to miss it. An important part of social emotional learning is really creating an environment where all students and staff feel welcomed, valued, heard, and respected. If we know if students don't feel safe and cared for, then they can't learn. So as you know, that the NDC has been instrumental in working alongside Noblesville schools, and it's a conglomeration of the city, of the chamber, local faith-based leaders, and business owners and educators, really all centered around the importance of making everyone feel included and developing a community of kindness and respect. We're doing important work, and we're listening and learning from one another, so we really want to invite you guys to be a part of that. Also, I'm going to put in a plug. On November 3rd, NDC is sponsoring a viewing of the movie Harriet, and the movie starts at 1:30, and it's going to be at Hamilton 16, the IMAX location, and there will be a discussion immediately following, so that'll be something that you won't want to miss. I also want to share with you what's happening in the area of diversity, equity, inclusion in our schools, and we've got a video for that.
Hi, I'm Craig McCaffrey, principal of Noblesville. Hi, I'm Craig McCaffrey, principal of Noblesville High School.
Hi, I'm Delcia Mendez, Spanish teacher at Noblesville High School.
I want to give you a quick update on what's happening inside Noblesville schools as we continue our work to build a culture where all students and staff are supported, respected, and celebrated.
I'm connecting with students of color at Noblesville High School who are interested in an opportunity to reflect on and discuss challenges they may be experiencing. We're also launching a Noblesville Diversity Coalition Student Ambassador Team here at Noblesville High School. Across the district, our diversity teams are leading culture changes in their schools by engaging students and staff to broadly embrace inclusivity for all. It's our goal that all students and staff feel safe, heard, and valued. Taking time to listen to both students and staff gives us insight into what we can do to make our environments more inclusive.
All of our principals and district leaders have already completed multiple training sessions on implicit bias and racial equity, and we're in the process of educating and raising awareness on these important topics for all staff members. We're also enhancing our recruiting practices in an attempt to increase the diversity of the candidates we consider for hire and reviewing our curriculum across the district to ensure materials we use with students reflect multiple perspectives. This year at NHS, we're offering a new social studies class specifically aimed at showcasing different voices and viewpoints in U.S. history and culture.
You also may be surprised to learn that over 50 different languages are spoken in the homes of Noblesville school students. Noblesville is much more diverse than many realize. Our network of English language learner teachers in all schools focus not just on academic mastery, but also social and cultural support. Our EL Family Liaison provides support and assistance to the many families who are working to learn our systems and ensure their children are successful.
If you'd like to learn more about what we're doing to promote diversity, equity, and inclusion, I'd encourage you to visit the diversity area of our website or connect with leaders at your school.
You can also help support and grow these efforts by engaging with the Noblesville Diversity Coalition and the learning opportunities and events they offer.
Thank you for your time.
Bye.
I noticed a theme that everything that we do at Noblesville Schools is centered around doing what's best for kids, and that includes keeping current with research. When you look at what we ask doctors to do, we want doctors who are current in the latest practices. We don't want to go to a doctor who hasn't updated their practices in 30 years because things are changing so quickly in terms of how we receive medical care. The same holds true for education. When you look at what's happening, and we spent a tremendous amount of time of researching, and Libby Connor started this initiative 5 years ago, and we finally implemented the start time changes. And I think when you look at how challenging it's been for us as adults, the benefits have been really powerful for students. The start time changes, the later start time for the high school kids have been really powerful, and the middle school students, because they come to school more rested and they're sharper and more clear. And then the elementary students, at the end of the day, when they're starting to get weary and tired, it's time for them to go home. So we've got a few more commentary, or a few more folks who are going to give their commentary on how the Start Times School is working for us. Did I mess it up again? Okay, Andy's going to take this little contraption away from me. Okay, so we'll try one. Oh, there it is, right? Okay.
Hi, I'm Ryan Hoyd, the new principal at West, and I'm glad. Hi, I'm Ryan Hoyd, the new principal at West, and I'm glad to be here. This is the first year with our new adjusted school day, and our high schools and middle schools are now in session from 8:40 a.m. to 3:40 p.m. Elementary schools are in session 7:50 a.m. to 2:35 p.m. Research by the American Academy of Pediatrics, Harvard, Yale, and others overwhelmingly cite the health and academic benefits of a later school start time for adolescents. We're seeing the impact already in our schools.
Hi, I'm Taryn Wilson, an 8th grade math teacher at West. I know this schedule change was a challenge for some in the community, but I wanted to share that in classrooms, we're seeing that students are more engaged in class, have more energy, and kids are telling us, for the most part, they like the new schedule because they get extra sleep. At the school level, we're also seeing that students who are involved in after-school activities are able to participate in these activities, get home, complete work, and still get a decent amount of sleep.
Hi, I'm Logan Schaffner, an 8th grader at West. The time change has helped me focus more, and it also helps me get better grades because I'm more awake in the morning. I think that everyone is more awake and has more energy in the morning also. Overall, I just feel better and I'm ready for school in the morning.
My elementary colleagues have reported that kindergartners are making it through the day without meltdowns, and elementary kids are enjoying playing after school.
If you'd like more information about why we made this change and the research behind it, you can reference the Best for Kids FAQs on our website.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
And we're especially glad that there's no K meltdowns. That's really important. The other thing it's important for you guys to note that the student, those were his own words. He wrote that. We did not give him a script and have him write it. So that was encouraging. And Marnie, when she was filming it, she told him, you just tell us the truth. And so he had written that down, and so that was good. The next person I want to, we're going to show a video about is Dave Mundy. He's our associate superintendent, and he has been super busy with lots of projects, including recent partial renovation of our Education Service Center to accommodate the addition of the safety and mental health folks, and also the Hamilton, Boone, Madison County, our special ed co-op. They have been moved into our central office as well. These projects all use bond funding, not referendum dollars, and they do not raise the tax rate. So let's hear more from Dave.
Hi, I'm Dave Mundy, Associate Superintendent at Noblesville Schools, where I oversee both human resource and operations. I'm speaking to you today from the future site of our Noblesville Schools Community Center. This facility will house the district's new alternative education program, as well as adult education classes, community meetings, and programming for 18 to 22-year-old students with special needs. It will also include an indoor practice facility. We're also in the works of several other projects across the district, which includes our new solar initiative. This initiative is expected to generate hundreds and thousands of dollars in savings each year. We currently spend approximately $1.5 million on energy, which is one of our largest costs after teacher and staff salaries. In addition to savings, however, this project will also provide opportunities for students and reduce our environmental footprint. Furthermore, we have an expansion project in the works at our oldest and smallest school, North Elementary. This project is to provide students with adequate room in the lunch area, physical education facilities, and more music programming space. Another project, it will be at White River Elementary School, where we'll be providing a soccer changing room and the expansion of the district storage facilities. We're in the process of considering several other projects as well. We do need to look into potential space at both Hazeldale and Noble Crossing, where we are currently way over capacity. Finally, we are also considering the building of a multi-purpose stadium. For more information on this project and anything else we have in the works, please reach out. We'll be happy to provide that, and we will keep you informed as we begin to move forward. Thank you for all you do to support the schools, and we greatly appreciate it.
Good job, Dave. He's got a ton of energy. Speaking of facilities, I want to mention that we have several options for sponsorships, including facility naming rights, events, advertising, and targeted needs. By pursuing these sponsorship opportunities, you're supporting students and teachers while connecting parents, students, and employees and friends. We have opportunities that range in price to fit any budget that can align offerings to your company's values and interests, like literacy, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and providing for students in need and more. There's more information at your tables regarding that. As part of the anniversary festivities, the district will be celebrating or selecting 25 distinguished Noble Millers. These individuals will have demonstrated exceptional service, support, accomplishments, or contributions to Noblesville schools. They're going to be honored publicly, and Bob's already given a plug for it, at the Miller Palooza on February 21st. But the deadline to nominate someone is November 1st. So you've got, if you haven't nominated your Noble Miller, you want to make sure that you get that done quickly. The website's on the slide. We also want you to save the date for January 31st, a spaghetti dinner and the Hall of Fame basketball game. There's lots of things that you can do to join in the 150th celebration. I want to give a shout out to the Noble Coffee and Tea. They created a really cute 150th anniversary coffee cup to commemorate the celebration. And Alexander's has a special 150th anniversary sundae that you don't want to miss. So thanks to those businesses for joining in this wonderful community celebration. I also want to give a special thanks to Church Hiddle Antrim. They are the exclusive presenting sponsor for our anniversary. We're so appreciative of Church Hiddle Antrim for their ongoing support of Noblesville schools. It's really been tremendous. We also have several other sponsors that I want to thank: the City of Noblesville, the Noblesville Chamber of Commerce, Conner Prairie, Hamilton East Public Library, Nickel Plates Arts, Noblesville Main Street, the Noblesville High School alumni, the Historical Society, and more. Thanks to you all for your sponsorship and support of this wonderful celebration. Yes. We still have more to celebrate. We've got 3 out of our 4 2019 Teachers of the Year with us today. We want to thank each one of them for what they do to serve the students in Noblesville schools. So I'm first going to ask Luann Harger to stand up. Luann? There she is. Keep standing, Luann, because Luann is just an amazing educator. She's highly respected. She's got over 30 years of teaching experience, and she loves to challenge and improve her own instructional techniques to ensure she's up to date. So we continue to learn from Luann and all of her gifts. So thank you so much for all you do, Luann. Next up, we've got Barb Olcheski. Barb, do you want to stand? Barb was the resource teacher at Noblesville West, but now she's the dean at Noblesville High School. She is a master at advocating for students and who need those out-of-the-box kind of problem solving, and she brings all of the resources and the much-needed stakeholders to connect with those hard-to-reach students. So Barb, you touch students' lives every day. Thank you so much for all you do. Next up, we've got Kristen Plum. Kristen is the English language learner teacher at Noblesville High School, and she was the overall district winner. She forms deep relationships with her students in her classroom, and they quickly learn how much she cares about them, and they trust her and they love her. She also develops that same special relationship with the parents. So Kristen, you do magic for these students who come to us not knowing any English, and they flourish under your love and guidance. So thank you for all you do. Kristen Hope is not here today because she's busy learning. She's at another conference, and she'll come back with all these great ideas. She's a resource teacher at Hazeldale Elementary. She creates an environment where students feel safe, they take risks, and she's the go-to person for any innovative teaching strategies in Hazeldale. She likes to use songs and games and magic wands and toy cars to build understanding for her striving learners. So let's give a shout out to Kristen Hope. And we still have more to celebrate. I would like Dave Ferris. Dave Ferris, you're in the back, I think. There you are. Okay, keep on standing. Dave, he's the math teacher at Noblesville High School, math department chair, and he's an instructional coach. And he received the National Presidential Award which is the top honor in our country for math and science teachers. And he just was whisked away to DC last week. And he was also our 2017 Teacher of the Year. So would you please join me in giving him a huge round of applause? Dave is one of those teachers who generates excitement for and deep understanding of upper level math concepts, which is pretty tough to do, I think. He uses creative hands-on activities connected to real world learning. And I've seen Dave in action, and he makes learning complex math seem doable. He's respected locally and nationally as an advanced placement trainer and a master teacher. His students far exceed national averages on the AP exams, and he's a leader of professional development among Noblesville High School teachers. So Dave, thanks for all the great things that you do. All right, next up is Derek Rubel, 8th grade social studies teacher at East Middle School. Derek was our 2018 Noblesville Schools Teacher of the Year, but he's also the top 3 finalists for the Indiana State Teacher of the Year. He's known for embracing innovative, gamified practices to make his classroom and curriculum more engaging, ultimately leading in deeper learning for his students. He's a leader among his peers, and he continues to facilitate positive changes to the 8th grade social studies curriculum. He's actively involved in the student trip to Washington, D.C. He coaches track. He sponsors a video game club, and he also launched a civics and debate organization at Noblesville East Middle School. Obviously, this guy doesn't sleep. Derek, thank you for all the great things that you do. Also, we want to make sure, did I miss a slide? Marnie's going to want to do this presentation next year. Anyway, so I wanted to also remind you that the girls soccer and the boys and girls track cross country will be competing at the state this weekend. So let's go Millers. We know that they'll represent us well. And this is on your tables. So Marnie wants me to make sure that I mention to please look at this. These are all the sponsorship ideas and opportunities for you guys. So thank you, Marnie, for keeping me on track. And last up, while a lot has changed in Noblesville schools over the last 150 years, our pursuit of academic excellence and the care for our students have been constant throughout these 150 years. We want to thank you all for your continued support. We know that we've got a huge job ahead of us to earn the trust of all of you for teaching your children and also for educating the future of the Noblesville community, and we take that responsibility very seriously. Next up, I would like Mayor Ditzler to please join me up here. The mayor has had a huge impact you look great, just come on up. You don't have a corsage though. I had one last month. Okay. So the mayor has served on the school board for a total of 11 years. In 1984 to 1992 was an 8-year stint, and then again from 2000 to 2004. He collaborated with Noblesville Schools to bring Ivy Tech to the community. He collaborated with us to bring and the Noblesville Police Department to bring the Noblesville Schools resource officers into our schools. He's been a vocal supporter of the importance of public school funding, and he's made testimonials for our referendum. So he also created the Mayor's Youth Council. So as a part of our 150th anniversary and our sincere appreciation for you, Mayor Ditzler, and all that you've done for us, we have a Noblesville pin for him to wear all the time.
Very good. Well, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Did you want to say, Mayor, did you want to say a few words?
I'm sorry?
Did you want to say a few words? No? Okay. He's speechless.
Thank you.
Okay. So anyway, I'll stick around, and our team will stick around to answer any questions you have. Thank you so much for coming and learning more about what we're doing. It really means a lot to me. Thank you.